Welcome back to Gaming News and Breakdowns, and in this video we're going to be going over some free items that you can get within Destiny 2. I'm going to show you how you can get them as well as what they look like. So here, when we load up Destiny 2, you're going to get this message that says pre-order to install and unlock Destiny 2 at Marathon Pack. This is actually not what we are going over today. These are the pre-order bonuses for pre-ordering the game. These are in Destiny, but these are not the free items that we are looking for. What you're going to want to do is open up your director and then head over to the Eververse store. Now, we are not going to be spending any silver because, as you see right here, there is a free runner kit. So you're going to get 3 items within this bundle. You're going to get the Silkworm Weave shader. As you can see, it doesn't look too good on the drip I have on right now, but I'm sure the fashion experts will have good use for it. We have the waiting for exfil emote, and I'll actually show you what this looks like in game at the end of the video in the tower. And the last thing in the bundle is going to be the weapon ornament for the Mida multi-tool. This is the modern Mida multi-tool, and unfortunately we didn't get one for the mini tool. However, the Mida multi-tool does have one. So I'm going to be showing all of these in game right now. You can go ahead and acquire these. It is not going to cost you any silver. These are free for everyone, so you can hop in right now and get these items. So here we have the modern Mida multi-tool weapon ornament. In my opinion, it is way better than the original. Again, I'm super bummed that we didn't get a mini tool variant to go with it. However, the mini tool will still have some showcasing in this video, so you'll see that in just a second. However, I do want to mention that the scope changes in-game, so I'll be showing that in-game as well. And then I have the Callus mini tool here. It didn't get an ornament, however, I'm using the Defenseless to be Armed ornament, and we're going to be showcasing the shader on it to show what the shader looks like on a gun. So if you cannot find it, it is not going to be in the front or at least behind your favorited shaders. It's going to be all the way in the back. This was pretty annoying with some of the other shaders that came out recently. They've been defaulting to go in the back, so be on the lookout for that. And when you put the shader on, it is going to add some things. There are those pluses to the front and the back of the gun, as well as that number 3. That is a part of the shader. So I'm not sure if it does this for every gun or if it's the same for every gun, if it's a 3 for some and it's a 7 for others, but it does add that effect. And as you can see, I crafted this Mida multi-tool in 22, so it is quite old, so I'm glad it's finally getting use again. So here is what it looks like in the wild. We're here in the Cosmodrome. I'm going to go ahead and get over near some enemies so I can showcase. Here's what the shader looks like on your gun when you're fighting. Overall, I think it's pretty clean. It is very bright. However, if you're kind of going for that aesthetic, I do think it is a pretty good option. As well as here's the Mida multi-tool, and here's the scope. It is actually different. I'll show you what the default scope looks like versus this scope. However, I think this scope is very clean. I think it's actually the cleanest ornament scope for this gun. I would say it's pay to win. However, this is a free ornament, so I would definitely get this now while you can. This isn't something you're going to want to miss out on, especially if you like this gun, because the scope is very clean. You see here, I actually put the default back on, and it does have the carrot reticle, and while that's not exactly bad, to me, I think the circle is just a lot better. It is the hip fire reticle actually, so that matches pretty well. And yeah, overall, I think it's just better. I'm gonna let this gameplay play out in the background so that you can see the differences between the two ornaments. Overall, I think that this ornament is very clean. The colors aside, the reticle is definitely worth it just on its own. However, here's what the gun looks like on your back. It's a nice green color. It's a lot better of a green than the mini tools, right? Not the mini tools, but the shaders green. That one is a little more vibrant. But moving on, we are going to check out the emote now. Unfortunately, I couldn't get all 3 guardians like at the same time to do it. I went to the tower thinking that other people would join, and only one guy wanted to do it with me. So I don't have one where it's 3 guardians side by side. However, I do have what all of the different options look like. So when you start the emote, you're always going to be in the center here. You're going to have your hand out, and that thing's going to spawn in behind you. And then this guy decided to show up. He went on my right side, and he did that emote, which puts up the shield. If you saw the trailer for Marathon, you know exactly what these characters are representing. They're representing the different types of runners. And the guy actually went over to the other side so he could see what the third option was, and this puts on a hacker helmet, sort of, and he looks like that. Unfortunately, he had on the Titan helmet that has the flames, so that's added there, but that is what the emote is going to look like. And yeah, these are all 3 of the cosmetics. I'm going to have what all of the items look like again in the store, and where you can find it. You can find it right here on the top right corner, and it should say free item. Again, these are free. You do not need to get silver in order to get these items. They are free for all players, and very importantly, these are different from the pre-order bonuses. So I have not pre-ordered the game yet, so I can't show you exactly what those look like. However, when I do pre-order the game, if I do, I will show those off as well. So that is going to wrap up this video. Let me know what you think about these free items. Do you think this bundle is worth it? I guess definitely it is, because you know it is a free bundle, and you know the stuff is kind of cool. But overall, I think that the Mida multi-tool ornament is the best. But let me know what you guys think about these items. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in another one. Take care, guys.